really don't know where it's going to end. I think one of us is going to have to die now.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm taking a look at the Golden Globe winning Baby Reindeer. That's right, I'm behind the crowd. I missed the boat. I was not at the meeting. And for that reason, we're a little bit late to the party. But let's dive in and find out exactly what this Golden Globe winner is all about. So Baby Reindeer was the show which came out in 2024 and caused a whole shed load of controversy for Netflix, as well as having the inspiration behind it, get her own guest spot on Piers Morgan and probably make a bit of money into the bargain. So it was created by Richard Gadd, who also stars as Donny. He is a aspiring comedian of sorts. You've also got Jessica Gunning there playing Martha Scott, who is his stalker. Gunning won the Best Actress in a Comedy/Drama in the Golden Globes this year, although the Cool Baby Reindeer, a comedy, is restricting it massively. You've also got Nava in there playing his post-op transgender girlfriend, Terry, and it really is it's incredibly interesting as far as shows go. Yes, there is comedy, there is darkness, it really does push the boundaries of what you would expect Netflix to be able to pretty much accept in terms of its content, in terms of the depiction of sexuality, in terms of its depiction of drug taking, and obviously this spiraling. And as each episode goes on, of which there are 7, what Richard Gadd has done is he has incrementally bumped up the shall we say the boundaries of what he thinks audiences are able to take or willing to explore within the framework of a drama. But there is so much more to Baby Reindeer than just shall we say me scraping the surface of this thing. Let's dive a bit deeper and I can give you exactly what I think of this show.
There's a reason you're keeping her around, and maybe it's what she gives you.
Got really manly hands, haven't you? Chiseled jawline. Should we run away together?
So in terms of Donny as a character, Richard Gadd really does put a tour de force performance in from my point of view. Yes, his voiceovers are a little bit intrusive and they do become a little bit pedestrian, but nonetheless, the situations and the shall we say the scenes which unfurl and the way this story is depicted on screen is really quite it's quite powerful. It makes you feel uncomfortable at times. It addresses certain things that maybe people don't really want to talk about. It's very open about a number of topics, and ultimately also it explores the whole idea of being stalked by somebody and the impact of social media and the intrusiveness and how easily people can be found within the framework of the internet as it stands today. Not to mention the fact that it really does go into some deep dark places of a personal nature, whether it comes from Gadd's writing or whether this is actually, although it says it's a true story, you never entirely know, because these things do have a degree of dramatic license attached to them. And in terms of Gunning, she's an absolutely terrifying a piece of work in terms of her characterisation of Martha Scott, and between these two and Neva Mao as Terry, it really is a love triangle which there are other people involved, there are other actors and this ensemble as a whole, but ultimately it revolves around these 3 people, and at the end of the day you're not entirely sure whether or not you like them. They're not particularly, at least Martha and Donny, they share a codependency which is really quite damaging and quite dark, and from that point of view he is very much, there's no heroics here. I wouldn't even call them anti-heroes in terms of Donny being an anti-hero, but there is so much you can delve into within the show, but be prepared, it is nasty, it is dark, and it really is painfully honest. So on that note, I'm going to dive into my rating. Let's do that. So I'm going to be giving Baby Reindeer a 4 out of 5 after all my superlatives about how inventive and how powerful and dark and so on and so forth. It's because, in my opinion, it goes on an episode longer than it needs to. I think the 7th episode feels to a certain degree like padding, and that is a real shame, because if they'd left it at 6 episodes, then you've got a real punchy, dark, nasty, honest human drama that really addresses, it's a sucker punch to the soul. It's a nasty, inventive, thought-provoking drama, and this is the thing. So hence 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. Let's jump into that trailer. Let's do that.
Please.
I think you love it.
And so it is, you've reached the end of the video review for Baby Reindeer, which is currently streaming on Netflix, and I urge people to watch it as a matter of course. So this is the bit where I go, if you've liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, then you'll get a little notification and a ping, and then you can pop in and watch and listen to as much or as little as you'd like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel and maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care. Cheers now. Bye.